Aloha. This is the Honolulu Elder Care Channel. I'm attorney Scott Makuakane with the law firm of Estate Planning Counsel, and I get to talk story today with Ellie Cabel of Elite Services of Hawaii. Ellie, your company provides home care services, among other things. Kind of give us an idea of the sort of things you folks do.
Well, basically, Elite Services of Hawaii main core services entails with your caregivers, home health aides, and your nurses aides. And the reason to that is because I feel that this is the main services that individual needs in their home to keep them at the home rather than going to the nursing homes if the individual decided to stay home. It's with that sense, it's just from starting from either just walking, even a companion walking, talking stories, but also in a complex situation towards the end as they age or towards as they reach their end of their life, we will be able to help them also into that services, more complicated services, rather than just being a home health aide.
So you can start out with providing home care services, but then help people transition to other services as well. Is that right?
That's correct, yes.
Okay. Now, how long have you been in the business?
Well, Elite Services of Hawaii started in 1996. I should say I started this with my own experience where I was taking care of my mother, and I had people come in and help us once in a while just bathing. As that helps went on a day-to-day basis, I realized that, hey, this is really a need in the community. And when I have someone comes in and help me out, there's something missing that I don't see. So I said, well, what is that something missing out there? So as I searched day by day, and then that's when I created, well, we need to be different where we'll need someone rather than just come in and do bathing for the individual. With my mom at that point of time, I needed someone that's able to understand my mother, my needs, and have more compassion, and needed someone that we could trust so that we could kind of lean back or relax so I could leave my mother with this individual. And that's basically how Elite Services of Hawaii with my own experience.
Okay, yeah, so that trust level is going to be really important to anybody hiring your services, I'm sure.
Definitely, yes it is.
Okay, now can you think of any situations where your company has done things that maybe nobody else does? Just ways that you serve clients in extra special ways?
Well, we do have a lot of different type of clients, but mainly what I really enjoy and I've done to I should say to some of our clients is that we have accomplished or I have implement all the wishes towards to the end. For example, we have clients that doesn't have family on the island. There were other countries and no children. And when I met this person, we just came in like help them for shopping. However, that went on for a couple of years until they got more deteriorated as aging, and then the time comes when I call it next chapter of their life. And I sat down with them, and evidently this person said, Ellie, I have all of these wishes that I needed to be done just in case my family or my relatives wouldn't be able to do it. So I asked him what it is. So he said, well, when me and my wife will go on, we want it to be scattered in the ocean at the same time. I apologize, I'm teary out of this.
That's okay.
So I said, okay, that would be accomplished. There's nothing to worry about. So the wife passed away first. So we held on to that ashes until this person reached his time, I should say. And when that time comes, so I said, okay, I gathered all his aides and myself. And I said, okay, well, we need to accomplish what we need to do as we promised an individual. And so what we did is we gathered both their ashes. In fact, I asked the ashes when I went into those funeral services. They told me, well, Ellie, you need to leave these ashes on the shelf. I couldn't leave this individual out there, so I basically took him home with the white ashes. And then one day I decided with my crew, because they decided to be scattered at the time and had, so we said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We do it. We'll scatter the assets, and that's what we did, all of this. So
Wow.
yes.
So you folks really go above and beyond. You help from someone just needing help to moving on, transitioning maybe into a nursing home situation, and then even beyond.
Yes, definitely. And we have, basically, that's the purpose when we came out with our home in 2007. We see the needs of with the rest of our clients that, okay, now it's time for us to have somebody 24 hours rather than, excuse me, rather than having them at their home. So they said, well, we will want them up going to our nursing home, or I should say not nursing, care home, and transit in there, and they will also stay there until they reach their time.
Well, that's terrific. Thank you very much for the service you provide and for the way you help our